Attention everybody, attention. We have completed our vote for our new school name. We are very excited to announce the name of our new school. Of course, we have many steps to go until it is official, but for now, today's vote revealed that we will be putting forward this candidate for our school name.
Roland Hayes!
All right, Roland Hayes. And thank you everybody for participating in this vote. Thanks everybody, and have a great weekend. That's it.
Good job.
$208 yes, 4 no, 23 abstentions. The motion passes.
How long did Roland Hayes live in Brookline? He lived in Brookline for 50 years. Where did Roland Hayes live in Brookline?
He lived at 58 Allerton Street in Brookline.
So in 1925, Roland Hayes bought this place, and it was a pretty big deal for an African American to buy not only in this neighborhood, but in this town.
Oh, no, not only in this town, in Boston and in New York. He was looking for a place in New York as well, and he could not buy anything until he saw a for sale sign and he realized that this was the home of a general from the Civil War whom he knew.
Oh.
And so he wrote to the daughter in California and said, could I buy your father's home since the father died? And she said, I can't imagine anyone better in my house.
And he could, because he was at the top of his game. He had toured Europe. He had sold out, Symphony Hall. He was fantastic.
What year did Roland Hayes sing at Symphony Hall? It was 1917.
How much money did he pay to rent at Symphony Hall?
$400. What's your favorite moment in Roland Hayes' life? Like something that impacted you a lot?
When the general manager of the Boston Symphony said, a man of your color will never make it in classical music. And then he turned around and rented Symphony Hall. He was so sure of himself and the beauty of what he was doing. And he wasn't going to let anybody stand in his way. And that took my breath away. It does every time I even think about it.
I'm pretty certain that people kind of were excited that he moved in. I mean,
not everyone.
Over time, certainly.
Not everyone. There were stones thrown at his house at one time. And his next door neighbor came over and said, Mr. Hayes, I just want to let you know I'm your neighbor and I'm so happy to meet you.
I can't believe we get to be in front of his house. He lived here, he walked here, I don't know, it's just crazy that we get to be here. I love it. It's a mix of two things, really, in my opinion.
Is there a special moment in his life? You probably have several, but is there a special one?
I think when he bought the plantation where his parents were enslaved. I think that was really cool.
Do you know when Roland Hayes was born?
Yeah, he was born in 1887.
Do you know how much siblings he had?
He had 6 siblings. Big family, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where was he born?
He was born in the state, I think he was born in the state of Georgia.
How old was Roland Hayes when he had to stop school? Well, his father passed away, and so he had to stop. He had to stop going to school at 11 years old and work at a metal factory.
How old was Roland Hayes when he went to university?
Well, Roland Hayes was 18 when he left his home and went to go study music.
How many full-length albums did Roland Hayes record?
It was nine full-length albums.
When did Roland Hayes sing for the King and Queen of England?
It was in 1921. It was a huge honor.
It's been interesting learning about Roland Hayes, but it makes me wonder, like, when did the plaque get set up in front of Roland Hayes' house?
In 2016, they put a plaque up in front of his house to honor his amazing singing.
Roland Hayes!
What were your first impressions?
Thought that he was just like, I never even knew he was like a musician. And yeah, I thought he was like, I guess kind of like a cool guy.
Someone of my age doesn't tend to think of him as a cool guy, but that's beautiful because that makes him as somebody for all of us. And you know, when you said a musician, I realized that what he did has gone beyond music. I mean, have a school named after you that isn't a music school, that's gone beyond music. But that started with music.
How do you think Roland Hayes would feel if our school was named after him?
I can't even imagine. I called his granddaughter to tell her when the vote had come in, and it took her breath away. And I think also he always knew how good he was when other people couldn't see it because all they could see was race. I think he would have also been just enormously pleased, just deep down pleased, like a recognition had come. And a recognition had come from a town that is mostly white. What he had tried to do in the world of music, he now saw had gone beyond music. I think he just would have been deeply, deeply honored.
Have we started yet?
We're starting whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Can we retake that?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
It goes just on like this.
Yeah, like you can come up with like, oh, that's perfect.
Thank you. You sound awesome, by the way.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
Oh.